50-50.
What happened to him after we all left practice?
He driving and stepped on someone's ankle, literally. He went all the way over, but he didn't go anymore, obviously. But today he looked a little better, so we'll see.
So who will be your starting backcourt tonight?
Well, we're gonna wait. You know, if it's no Austin, obviously, Lou, Sindarius, most likely would be our backcourt with Jawan. You know, we don't have a three, so it's not a lot of guys to choose from. So, but I don't know. We'll just wait and see.
Doc, you had a chance to have Raymond Felton last year.
Yeah.
He's been really successful for the Thunder coming up.
Yeah, he was successful for us. He's the best. He's just a great role player. Understands who he is. Great in the locker room. Positive spirit. What I loved about him the most, he told the stars the truth, you know, and that's hard for anyone off the bench to do. But he has equity from being in the league, and he has the ability to do it without offending you, you know. So I think, you know, we wanted him back in the worst way. If we could have got him back, obviously financially we knew we couldn't. But he's one of those guys you want on your team.
What's it like in practice?
The same. You know, he doesn't change. He plays hard. Great with the guards. I thought he was really good with all our young guards last year. Him and Austin had a heck of a relationship, and I just think that's what he does. I mean, he teaches more through just example, but he's just a good human being.
What do you see from the Thunder through these first few games? Because they're in a situation where they're 0-6 in the games that are within the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And they were such a good closing team last year. So what are you seeing from
Well, the first thing I wouldn't be worried about them. I know a lot of people are. I wouldn't. I'm not in that group. I think they're going to be fine. The one thing that stands out to me is defensively, they're even better. You know, like they've established themselves. You watch them play. You know, I watch it on film. I watched 3 games, and I watched the game last night. That'll be my 4th. The same thing stands out. They're long, they're athletic, they get deflections, they get steals, and they clearly, when they're not thinking offensively, they're really good. And that says it, because in the first 6 seconds, they're one of the best teams in the league in transition. That's instinctive. When they get to thinking, that's where they struggle, and that's because they're new. You know, and it's one thing to have a lot of new guys. Like, we have 9 new guys. It's another thing to have your key guys as new guys, your stars. And so they'll work it out. They'll figure it out. I hope it takes at least another game. You know, that would be nice. But they're going to be fine.
How was it such a, I wouldn't say seamless, but a better transition for you when you had your guys that first year involved?
Yeah, I thought they were ready, number one, and I thought number 2, Kevin was the key to it. You know, the problem when you have 3 scorers is somebody's always going to get less. You know, 2 guys are probably going to get the same, a little less, and 1 guy's going to get a lot less. You can look at Miami, it was Bosh. With us, at times it was Ray, at times it was KG. But I thought KG was the king, because early on, he literally gave up his offensive game and just said, I'll be the defensive captain, you guys do all the scoring. KG still scored, but I thought that helped me as a coach, because it allowed us to have our movement. When you got 3 perimeter players doing that, it's a little harder. It's just going to take time. You can see they all are trying to do the right thing, and that may be the problem. You know what I mean? Like, they all are. You can see them. Last night watching them, guys were making passes, and I was like, yeah, he would have shot that last year. You know, and they're trying to make room for each other, and it's just hard. It'll come, and usually it'll come when all 3 decide they're just going to play.
What's the challenge from a coaching standpoint when you've got those guys together? Because we've seen stagnation from their offense in the 4th quarter, and it's not like Billy Donovan saying, hey, let's go ISO in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, but you want to get to bottom one of those guys. When they get it, they're good enough to ISO. So it's a fine line. Again, I think they'll figure it out. I know they will, but it just takes time, man. It really does. And the one thing I keep saying when you watch them, you know they want to get it right. You know, sometimes you'll watch a team and they're fighting, trying to be the guy. None of that's going on. They all are doing like the right thing. And so, like, watching them on tape, because I'm an expert now, I guess. I've watched them 4 games. One thing I told our guys, they're going to be fine. And they're going to get it, and it's going to click. We just want to, try to delay it one more night. But I wouldn't worry about that.
You mentioned the defense. Is that something that's encouraging from a coach?
Absolutely. Defense, when you're struggling